Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel for another video. As I'm sure you can already tell from the title, today I am going to be doing my makeup collection of early 2021, something along those lines. I just want to put like a little disclaimer out at the beginning of this video that I like makeup, but I don't have a lot of makeup compared to what some people would have. I only really keep makeup if it's actually stuff that I use, hence why I don't really have a lot. I tend to use the same stuff. So I don't really have a lot to show, but I thought I'd show you guys anyway in case anyone was interested. But I think that's enough talking. I'm just going to get straight on into the video. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is primer, as I'm sure everyone here probably likes to prime their face. So I used to use this one by Jecca Black. I don't know, I got this in the glossy box, so it looks like this. It's glow drops, it's highlighting primer for the face, so it just gives you like a nice glow like underneath your makeup. So I used to use this one, but then I ran out. So then luckily, just in time when that one ran out, I got one in my glossy box advent calendar. I mean, to be fair, this probably won't last me like 2 minutes, but it is the Bare Minerals Prime Time original foundation primer, which is the one that I'm using at the moment. And I must say, I think this is, in my opinion, a really, really good primer. And next, moving on to, actually, where's my other one? Actually, I might put it in the bin because it literally ran out like yesterday. So I did have, it's basically just hydrating mist. Now, I know this isn't really part of like a makeup thing, and I know some people probably don't do it, but I just like to do it. I don't even know if it's a thing people do when putting on makeup, but it's something I do. So I did have one just from Primark, which was like a watermelon infused like hydrating mist for your face. And then in my glossy box I actually got this Pixie one with a glow mist. So you can either put it on before your makeup, so underneath your makeup your skin looks nice and like dewy and fresh, or if you're having a makeup free day, you can put this on again just to like make your face just look a bit more fresh and like awake and stuff. So I use this like every day, whether it's underneath my makeup or I'm not wearing makeup, I wear this and use this every day. The thing I'm going to talk about is actually foundation. Don't mind me. I just want to say, where did I put my foundation brush? I just want to say at the beginning of this video, please excuse some of the state that my makeup is in. Obviously I have it in a makeup bag, things leak, foundation goes everywhere, powder gets over things, some things are orange, the bottles do not look very clean. I did try and clean them before this video, but some stuff is just marked like it will not come off, so just excuse the way it looks. So I know this is a makeup video, but I'll talk about my brushes too. So this is the foundation brush that I use. This is the brush that I use every day to put my foundation on, and it's just the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JK03 like stippling brush. So this is what I use to put my foundation on. So on a day-to-day and majority of the time I use a mix. So I use the 24-hour full coverage foundation by Maybelline. Ugh, the state of the bottle is actually gross, in the shade Warm Sun. But I also mix it, that on its own is a bit orange, like it is a bit dark for me, so I just mix it with Bourjois Paris in shade 54, and like I just mix these two together to get the colour that I wear on my face. So these are the two that I wear like day to day. And then I do also have the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation here, which I will use if, gosh, I haven't used it in ages because it's not like we're going anywhere, but normally I would use this if I was going to a party, or if I was going on a night out, or if I was going to a day out, like where I'm going to be out all day, I'm going to look nice all day, maybe like a wedding or something. Like I would use this foundation as it probably stays on longer and the coverage is better, and I wear this in shade 3. So yeah, those are the foundations that I use. Moving on to concealer, I do actually only have one concealer to show you because it's the only one I've ever tried and it's the only one I ever use, and that is the Born This Way Too Faced concealer. Too Faced Born This Way concealer is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, this is a concealer that I use. I really like this concealer. I use it in the shade Porcelain. I just think it's really vibrant, goes on really nicely, lightens my face, and like this has lasted me since like about March, and it is quite expensive, but like I said, it's lasted me since March. We're now in January, so like I would definitely recommend this concealer, and it's the only one I've ever used, and I will not be changing it anytime soon. The thing I have to show you is my powder. excuse the state of it, it's all like broken into pieces. I need to get a new one. It just makes a mess every time I put it on. I don't actually know where this is from. It's called 004 Sandstorm. I have a feeling this is just like Revolution or something, like a cheaper makeup brand, but it's all broken into pieces. And then after I've done my foundation and my concealer, I just put some powder on to like make my face look a bit less shiny, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Now moving on to bronzer, I use this one, which is the, I don't even know who this is by. Again, this come in a glossy box. It's called Ibiza Bronzer, and it says hashtag give them Lala Beauty on the top. So if that means anything to anyone, then go ahead. I'm not even going to open this because it's the same as the powder, like it's all cracked on the inside. Every time I open it I just make a huge mess, but I do really enjoy this bronzer. Well, I say I enjoy it. Sometimes I do feel like it is a bit too orange for me. So if you have any suggestions for some bronzer down below. I've heard good things about Hoola bronzer and MAC bronzer. Is it Give Me Sun bronzer, MAC bronzer? So they're two that I've heard of, but if you have any more suggestions, leave them down below because I am going to look for a new bronzer soon, I think. Moving on to blush, I did used to use NARS in the shade Orgasm. That used to be my blush, and then it ran out, and I was actually going to invest in a new one, but then I got this one in a glossy box, which, like, I'm not actually that fussy with bronzer with blusher. As long as it's like a pinky kind of tone, I don't really mind. It's actually scratched off the top who this is even by. Called Stargazing Blush Duo, The Beauty Crop, London, UK, Ori and Glow. So I'll try and link as much of this stuff down below as I can for you guys. But when you open it, it just looks like this. So you get like a pinker one and then like a more like nudie kind of coloured one. I use the pink one, but I've never actually tried this one, so maybe I will give this one a go. But this is the blush that I use. Moving on to highlight, I have two palettes. So the first one that I've been using more recently is the Zoeva Scream Queen palette, and it just has these 3 shades in it. I would never use this one because that is like way too dark for me. I'd probably use this one, but at the moment I have been using this one, which I think you can tell from the brush marks, but this like goldy coloured one. I actually got this again in my Glossy Box advent calendar, so that was new. And then this one is just a Revolution one, but this one, like, I use it all the time. Especially this colour. I mean, look at the state of it. That's actually embarrassing. The other 2 shades are really nice too. I might give this one a go soon. Again, like another pinky one. Haven't had a pink highlight in God knows how long. But again, I am also looking for a new highlight. So if you have any recommendations, again, please leave them in the comments. I've heard good things about Becca Champagne Pop. I've heard like that's quite a good highlight. But again, if you have any other suggestions, then let me know in the comments because I am looking for a new one. To eyebrows, I do actually have a brow gel that I tend to use on days that I'm not wearing makeup, but I forgot to get it out for this video, and if I have to try and find it, it will take me ages. So I'm sure you all know what a brow gel is. I think anyone works will do, but I only really put brow gel on if like I'm not wearing makeup. And if I am wearing makeup, I use this, which is the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim Defining Pencil, and I get this in the shade medium brown because my eyebrows are actually brown even though my hair is blonde, so I get it in the shade medium brown. So you get this little like brushy spoolie thing this end where you can like brush up your brows and like shape them a bit more, and then the other side you just get this pencil where you can like colour them in if you like, or like define them, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to move on to eyeshadow. This is probably like the most of one product that I have, so I have a few to show you. So the first one that I use is this iconic London one. I got this in number 25 of my Glossy Box advent calendar, so I haven't had it for long, but I use this one. I think so far the colours I've used are VIP Vibes, Icon, oh I'm not even in the camera. I think I've used VIP Vibes, Icon, Champagne Chic I think I've used, Peach Fizz I've used, Wonderland I've used, and I think that's it. They're the only ones I've tried so far, but I am intending on trying some others. But yeah, really like this palette. And then for eyeshadow, I also have this one, which is the I Love Revolution Chocolate Rose Gold palette. I love the packaging for this palette. I just think it's so cool. I think the packaging on this palette's really nice as well, but I just think this one's like quite a cool, you know, packaging. I must admit I don't really use many colours in this palette. I think I only use this one, which is like the pinky rose gold kind of colour, which I really like. I also have the this Revolution one. It's the Forever Flawless Decadent palette. I love the packaging to this too. I just think this is so pretty. But this, oh, it's so disgusting on the inside. This is what it looks like. I've used Luxe, I've used Majesty, Glimmer is probably my favourite one. I've used Pearls, and I think I've used Plush before as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Then I just have this Revolution Pro Regeneration palette. Do I even use, oh yeah, I use one called Hypnotise. I've used Impromptu. I think that might be it for all I've used out of this palette. I don't really use many of these anymore, but I do sometimes, so I like to keep it. This one is called Wild Thing, and I can't even remember who the brand is by because it's all rubbed off already. I've actually broke this palette and it looks so gross. But I use this one, and I use, what other ones do I use? I think I use this one, and I use this one a lot. So I normally put them three together to create like a little look, so I like to use that one. And then the last one that I got in a glossy box not too long ago was this LA Splash Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, and as you can see I've used Rose Quartz already and I'm yet to try the others. They're just some of the eyeshadows I use. I tend to keep eyeshadow palettes, even if it's just for one colour that I like, I'll keep it, because if I want to use that colour then I know it's there. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, they're all the eyeshadow palettes that I use. Then moving on to mascara, I just use Miss Sporty mascara, which I know people are probably gonna laugh at because this is like £2. It's probably one of like the cheapest mascaras out there. But I've tried so many mascaras, and let me open it. I don't know why this one just makes my eyelashes go longest with this little brush here. If I get like a brush that's too fat, it just makes my eyelashes quite clumpy, and I just don't like the way they go. So I've tried a lot of mascaras, and Miss Sporty is still by far my favourite, even though it's the cheapest. So that's the mascara I use. Lastly, moving on to lips, I'm gonna have to start with my favourite. It's obviously, my favourite is the Fenty Beauty gloss, and this is so amazing. This is in the shade Fussy. I do want to try some of the other shades. I really want to try, is it Gloss Bomb, I think a shade is called, and there's like the clear one that I really want to try. I don't know what it's called though. So that is my favourite one that I have, which I got for Christmas, which is my newfound love. And then I also just have this L'Oreal palette, oh my god, why can't I talk today? L'Oreal Paris colour Riche Le Palette, Livres Lips, however you say it. It's in French, and it just looks like this. Comes with like a little brush thing, and you just get some colours. I use this one and this one sometimes on my lips. I also have this matte lipstick, which is just from Revolution, and it's called Matte Chauffeur, and it's just like this dark kind of, like, this is quite a dark brown kind of nude. And then I also have this one by Lime Life, and it's in shade 100, and this is like, again, quite a dark nude, but this is more like a purpley, like pinky dark nude, whereas the other one's like a proper like brown colour. So that is all the makeup that I use, and that is my makeup collection at the beginning of 2021. I know I don't have a lot, but like I said, I'm only going to show you guys stuff that I actually use. So yeah, today I actually haven't got a lot of makeup on. On a day where I want to wear a lot, I'll normally use primer, my hydrating mist, foundation, concealer, powder, bronzer, blusher, highlight, eyebrows, eyeshadow, mascara and lips. That sounds like so much when you actually say it. That sounds like I'd have a cake filled face. But then on a day like today where I'm not really doing a lot, I'm staying in the house, I tend to just use primer, my hydrating mist, foundation, powder, brows, mascara and lips, so it's a bit more of like a natural looking thing. So yeah, that is everything I have to show you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that big thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. Turn the bell on if you want to be notified when I upload, and leave me a comment down below if you want to I'll leave all my socials linked down below, so if you want to go check them out then please do. But that's all for today, and like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!